Now for those who will be celebrating the egg-sighting holiday this weekend, or maybe marshmallows, or maybe potatoes, whatever your food of choice is. From the all-important Easter candy to the holiday feast, we're breaking down all by the numbers. And who better to help us out than business and data correspondent Brian Cheung himself.
Breaking it down with B. Cheung.
$1 for every egg-related pun.
I know.
We would have like a whole bank.
There's so many. They're so fun. Okay, so some people are hitting the road. Some people are catching a flight. Break down the numbers. What does the travel look like?
Yep, I've got some numbers for you. Starting off with TSA screenings, a lot of people are expected to travel for this holiday weekend. 6% more travelers are expected than in 2024 for this Easter holiday. Gas prices, though, are down, so that's good news for those that are hitting the roads, down to about $3.16 per gallon. And I want to point out that domestic spring break destinations, 4 of the top 10 are in Florida. A lot of people are headed down south, or specifically Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and Tampa. I don't know if you guys are going to be heading down to Florida, but again, popular destination this weekend. Yeah, I was like, that sounded like absolutely not.
Had a good time there.
Yeah, even if Miami doesn't want spring breakers there, they're going in.
Right.
Okay, we're already talking about eggs. Obviously, they're expensive this year. What are people spending on eggs? What are people spending on other food for the holiday?
Yeah, well, of course, Easter dinner, right? Bringing out the big meal. So $7.4 billion is expected to be spent on the holiday meal. That, according to the National Retail Federation. But of course, egg prices are catching a lot of attention, up about almost about a quarter compared to this time last year, $6.23 per dozen. But as our Emily Aketa had been reporting, people are turning to marshmallows and potatoes, which are a lot cheaper at $1.79 and 95 cents per pound to decorate. You can still get the ink out and have the kids get involved. But again, it is very egg-expensive right now.
Okay,
so, cha-ching right there. Yeah. There's another $1.
You were a good marshmallow decorator yesterday.
Well, I do like a good marshmallow.
I was going to say, yeah.
Also like the peeps. So let's talk about the sweet treats. What are we looking at cost-wise?
Yeah, well, 92% are planning to buy candy because, of course, it's kind of synonymous, right? You got, if it's not Peeps, it's chocolate, what have you. The number one candy, though, is jelly beans, which is a surprise to me because I'm not huge on jelly beans. But sales are up 385% according to Adobe Analytics. It's the third year in the row it's the top-selling Easter candy. So I don't know who's driving that. It's not me, at least. And then, interestingly, on chocolate, 73 million pounds of chocolate are expected to be eaten. Here's a question for you guys. Okay. When you see an Easter bunny, where do you start? Do you start from the ears? Okay.
Where do you start from?
No, I start from the ears as well, but there are 6% of people who start at the tail.
No.
But the majority of Americans, look, I've got stats.
Who among you out there starting from the tail?
I'm just the data guy. I'm just bringing the data. 77% of Americans, though.
B-roll to prove it?
No, I don't think we want to.
I think we ought to keep moving.
And then when it comes to Peeps, most popular color is yellow.
Of course, naturally. Okay, you always have one big number for us.
And this is a fun one. This big number is big. It is 15,000, which is the number of eggs in a specific omelet that is made in, I'm going to mess this up, Bessières, France.
Wow.
It's a 15,000 egg omelet.
Whoa.
Which it probably costs maybe $5 billion, right, these days for that many eggs. But look at that. Look at how big that omelet is.
Feels like it would be raw in the middle.
They would.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm not a huge omelet person anyway. Yeah. I'm not a jelly bean guy. I'm not an
insight into Brian Cheung's food preferences.
You have learned.
It starts with the tail.
You know, if you take a picture of
I don't.
For the record, I do not start with the tail. I'm in the 77% of Americans that start.
Done.
We had moved on from that.
All right. Let's now turn to
Brian.
We call that rap in the business. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.